Hello everyone and welcome to development build 3 of Left Uncharged. Before we start, I'd like to wish you all a happy 2019. I hope this is going to be an awesome year for you. With that said, I would like to show you what I've been working on during the month of December. Nothing has changed about the looks other than some things I have added for testing purposes. There are no new models and there won't be for at least another month, unfortunately. You'll see some new things in March probably, so look forward to that. Anyway, a lot has changed. Let's start off talking about the main menu I have added. As you can see right here, this makes switching between scenes a lot easier, because sometimes I want to check something in one scene and sometimes in another. That's right, there are multiple scenes. I'll talk more about that later. As you can see, we got 3 buttons. New game, play, and exit. New game will send you to one of our scenes and play to the other, which makes sense in my head, but is only for testing, of course. These will have actual purposes in the future. Exit will just quit the game. Let's go to our world, which you're already familiar with. You'll immediately see it looks a bit different. You probably notice a couple of green bars actually. These are health bars. All enemies have one, and both the charging station and the main character you play as also have one. It will decrease once damage has been taken. Other than that, you probably noticed the white box in the top right saying enter text. This is a first test for something along the lines of console. It only has 2 commands right now, which are only for me. Those commands are to enable and disable enemies when testing. As you can see, the enemies are sometimes floating or jumping. This is because I've been playing around with the AI, but it isn't quite what I wanted it to be. It worked at first perfectly, but then because of something I made, which you'll see in a bit, it didn't work anymore, and that was quite sad. So the AI will have to be changed completely in the future, as I'm learning how all that works. You probably won't hear about it for a while, so don't expect anything incredible by next month, please. Something else that has been added is a pause menu. It was quite a challenge to make. The menu itself wasn't that hard, but due to Unity's built-in settings, every time I pressed escape, you'd still be able to look around with your character, even when the whole game was paused. This took a couple of days to fix, and in the end it was actually quite simple. The pause menu has 4 buttons: resume, save, load, and exit. I assume these speak for themselves, though save and load don't do much as of now. They only save the player's current position, health, energy, and gold, but the rest still changes. But whenever you press the load button, it will actually read what it had saved and go back to it. So you'll go back to the original position you saved it at, and you'll have the health, energy, and gold you had at that moment. I've also watched some tutorials and created a basic inventory. This is just to understand how it works, and it will definitely look and work differently in the end. When you either press B or I, the inventory will open. As you can see right now, it is empty. But whenever I place a turret, which still works with gold for now, when I look at the place turret and press the interaction button, E, the turret will disappear. If I then open my inventory, you'll see that the turret is now here. I can then either use it or delete it. Using it doesn't do anything just yet, but deleting it does in fact delete it from my inventory. Now let's go back to the main menu. I talked a little bit about there being another scene as well. I've been following some tutorials on how to create a randomly generated terrain. I think it's really cool and would definitely work, but it's not really what we want it to be in the end, so for now it just looks like this. The idea of the game is that you are on an island that is randomly generated. As you can see, it's quite big and has all kinds of terrain. It also has a couple of bugs unfortunately, but that's fine, since it doesn't really matter. It looks really nice and I am very excited to see what the terrain will look like once it's actually done. Just like with the AI though, don't expect a fully working terrain generator by next month. I am slowly learning how all this works, and I'm slowly learning the math behind it, and it could take up to a couple of years if we're being realistic. These blue cubes you can see here are my first attempt at creating a working AI, because this is the scene where the AI was messing up and it just didn't work for some reason. But right now, as you can see, they're not doing anything, and that's because I'm pretty sure I disabled their scripts, and obviously that means they can't do anything because they're not told to do anything. Anyway, that was it for this devlog. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe and follow us on social media for some more updates. All the links will be in the description, and that was it. This was your host, Jordy, aka The Shelfman, and I'll see you guys next month. Bye bye!